And just as that's about to happen, you say hi, and they look over at you, and you say, Matt Gourley, we worked together on Thubadub, some other podcast that you did.
Yeah, Thubadub.
I'm trying to establish this connection so we can have this podcast, and people come in the room and then they see you and you go like, oh yeah, I know you from, Fridays, Mondays, or, the Chili Beef Stew podcast where we talk about chili beef stew. Because they're there and you're taking them down this winding path. Remember on Hack Flap? No. On Hack Flap, where we take flapjacks and we put them in hats and we talk about it on a podcast?
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Club Bubble. Remember when I was on Club Bubble and you came on it, and we pretended to be aliens that go back in time and fix people's teeth with a bonding method.
Another good idea.
Oh, and I also worked with you, Patton.
No.
Yes.
Let me defend myself.
Lamina Homina Domina.
No.
Lamina Homina Domina, what's that? Well, that's the one where we pretend that we're in the Senate in 1850, but really
I like this
we're
one.
Cookies made out of chocolate.
No, cut that part.
Yeah. Remember me? From Flapstibble. Remember me from...
What's Flapstibble?
Oh, Flapstibble. Oh, my God. It's such a ridiculous podcast. It's one where you only pretend... You remember this? It's you and Ackerman pretend that you're in a hot air balloon and that you're investigating the weather outside of Spain.
Sounds pretty good.
And you just improvise it. I'm realizing that maybe if you're cool with it... When guests come in from now on, you could be wearing a bag over your head.
Absolutely.
And then we remove the bag after the interview's over so that then they can say, hey, I know you from Wrist Toffee.
What's that?
Wrist Toffee. That's one of your best podcasts.
Yeah.
That's where you and Middleditch and Schwartz dip your wrists into toffee and then pretend that you are plow horses living during the revolution in France. And it's a podcast it's burning up the charts. It's on the Hap Jabble network. You should check it out. You can get it wherever podcasts are sold. What do you have to do?
I have a meeting, but
you have a meeting about what? One of those podcasts where you all improvise for 9 hours? It's the Bibble Ibble Gibble Show, starring Mr. Abble Dabble Dooble. But for you to have the cojones to say, tell Conan, whatever he's doing down there.
Never said that.
Whatever he's doing down there for television, let's speed it up. Because I've got to get to my podcast where I pretend to be a walrus. Hi, everybody. I'm Willie the Walrus. And we're going to improvise. Give me an occupation and a color. What's that? Gynecologist and orange. Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Okay, let's go. Let's hear about your other friend's podcast.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Ian, did you hear my shout out? I gave a shout out to Everyone Loves Bubbles.
But anyway, let's get the word out on the next one. Bizzle Diddle. What's Bizzle Diddle? Jeff Weacock and Sam Bithersby talk about shuttlecocks. Where are they from and where are they going? Which ones sail farther when hit with the old badminton racket? Abigail's Onion. Host Zach Premanger gives cooking tips about onions with his good friend Abigail, a rooster. No, you do a very good job. You've made this podcast a success. You're very obviously well known in this field because every time someone comes in to talk to me, all I hear is, oh my God, it's Matt Gourley. He did Cinnamon Hour with Mr. Chop Chop. What? It was on the Lubadub network. You know what no one's doing anymore?
What?
No one's growing crops.
No. But there's a podcast about
no one's making
crops.
food or growing crops.
Yeah.
And I think we're all going to starve in about 2 years because everyone's going to be in their basement going, well, I'm here with Matt Gourley. This is the snake that ate its tail. With me, Bill Sibblesdee.